So good morning my dear students. Today I am going to take the gist of all the writing skills format. Okay. In your syllabus we have notice writing, diary entry, story writing, article writing and business letter of inquiry. So I will be discussing with you the formats of writing skill. So the first writing skill that I am going to discuss with you, that is notice writing. Okay, we have done this topic in detail, but now I am going to take only the gist. I am going to make you revise only. Okay, so when you are going to do notice writing, here I am going to discuss notice writing of event based with you. Okay बच्चे, event based notice writing we are going to discuss. See, when you are going to do notice writing, keep some points in your mind. Okay, listen very carefully, look at the mica board carefully and keep all the points in your mind that when you are going to write down the school name, name of the institution, organization name, you should write down in capital letter and don't write down the name of your school, whatever the name given in the question, you copy that name. If in your question paper name is not given, so instead of writing your school name, write down ABC school. Okay, don't write down name of your school. Clear? So ABC school XYZ city, then write down notice in capital letters. You jot down all the details, do practice side by side in rough notebooks. Okay, look at the mica board carefully, keep all the points in your mind and write down side by side. Then notice should be written in capital letters. Then write down date. Date should be written full, no abbreviations, no short form should be written. Okay, then write down a good heading. Heading should be catchy, it should be precise, it should be short. Okay, and when you are going to write down the content, see, content should be of near about 50 words. Do not exceed the word limit. When you are writing the content, so what points you have to keep in your mind? In content, you have to mention the name of the event. Suppose there is any of the event is going to be organized in your school. For example, tree plantation week is going to do, poetical recitation, declamation contest, essay writing. Okay, any of the competition is there, so you have to write down the name of the event. Okay, and after that you write down objective of that why this event is going to be happen, what is the objective, what is the purpose, or on which occasion it is going to be happen. So you can mention any of this or any of this, and it is very much compulsory to write down date, time and place, and mention date, time and place in single line. It will save your words, because we have to follow word limit. We have to write down all the content in 50 words. So when you are mentioning date, time and place, mention date, time and place in single line, and then mention all the activities which are going to be taken on this event. Okay, activities to be taken, you just mention all the things. Okay, now what should be the eligibility? Suppose if any of the student wants to participate, so what is the eligibility criteria, you can also mention. And if any of the student wins, what will be the prizes, what will be the awards, okay, or any incentive offered, what will be that, it is compulsory to mention this thing. Suppose there is any competition, so what winners will be given, they will be given prizes, or what they will be given certificates, or what incentive will be provided to them. And if they want to participate, to whom they should contact, you are a head boy or a head girl, they should contact you, or they should contact activity in charge. So you have to tell about the contact address. Okay, and you have to mention about the specific instructions. If there are any specific instructions, you have to mention this also. Clear? And at last you have to put your all the things you have to mention in your notice. Okay, all the things you have to keep this checklist in your mind. You have to mention all the things in your notice, but you should not exceed 50 words. After that, you put your signature in running hands, like I have written ABC, like then write down name ABC, and after that mention designation of a person. designation of a person, designation of the writer who is writing this notice. Okay, if designation is not given, you can write down class, roll number. If designation is given, you copy that designation, and some of the information is given in the question. So whenever if in your paper, whenever any of the notice writing is asked, read that question 2 times and underline what information is given. Suppose school name is given, so you copy that name. Suppose name of the you can say notice writer, it is given, so you copy that name. Don't write down your name. Students, what do they do in haste? They write down their name, and in this way format marks will be deducted, because there are 2 marks, sorry, there is 1 mark for the correct format. If you write down the ABC school notice heading, all the things in capital letters, date should be written properly, and signature, name of the name and the designation, if these things are written in a proper way, you are going to get 1 mark for that. And all this content you have to cover all the things: date, time, place, objective, name of the event, eligibility, prizes, award, contact address, specific instruction. All the things should be properly arranged. For that you are going to score 2 marks, and there should not be any kind of grammatical mistake, no spelling mistake should be there. All the ideas should be properly arranged. So for that you are going to get 2 marks. So in this way you can score 5 marks in notice writing if you follow all these guidelines very carefully. Okay, bache? So you can jot down all the details. I think you have already jotted down these things when I have taught you notice writing last month, in the month of April. So you can revise from there also. Okay. After that, no, there is no need to leave any line. Just write down in this way. Yes, before that, before this content and after this content, you can leave one line, so that this content will look appealing. In the center, it will look. So just keep this thing in your mind. Before writing content and after writing content, you can leave bache one line. Now, my dear student, this notice writing is clear. Shall I move to next writing skill, that is diary entry? Because I want that I should discuss with you maximum writing skills today. And I'm taking only gist. There is no need to write down, because all the things I have discussed you in the month of April, and you have written in your fair notebooks also. So you can revise from there. Okay, but keep all the things in your mind and do practice. And today I'm giving you one homework. You do practice of one notice writing. Write down this homework. You do a practice of essay writing competition. Suppose there is a essay writing competition for classes 9th to 12th. Okay, there is a essay writing competition for classes 9th to 12th. Prepare a notice for that. Clear? Now I'm going to move to next writing skill, that is diary entry. See, if you want to be well versed in diary entry, what points you have to keep in your mind? See, whenever you are writing diary entry, each and every line of the diary entry should be written along with the margin. Okay, suppose this margin is given. If it is not given, you just draw a margin and write down day, date and time. Sometimes time is written there, that is also okay. If time is written there, that is also okay. Okay, and how to write down date and time? Suppose today is Thursday. Okay, so write down Thursday. Day should be written full, no abbreviation, no short form should be written in day. Date should be written full, no abbreviation, no short forms. Okay, and time. What is the proper time to write down diary? Whenever you are going to write down diary, you write down diary before going to bed. So many students, when I was checking your notebook, some students were writing 10:30 p.m., 11 p.m. See, is it the right time to go to bed? Tell me, is it the right time to go to bed? See, the accurate time, right time to go to bed, I think it looks appealing when you write down 9 p.m. Yes, and correct format is 9.0 p.m. And last time also I remember when you were in 8th, I checked your notebooks and your paper. Some students have written like that, day, date, time. This is not correct. This is not correct. See, I am telling you that day, date and time, this format you should follow. But when you are writing a diary, so you should write down all the things in a proper way. Don't mention day, date, time. Mention like that. Day like this, date like this, okay, and time should be written 9 p.m. okay, and dear diary, and see when you are going to write down the content. For content you have to follow word limit. It should be near about 100 to 120 words, and at last you put your signature. See, when you are going to write down content, you have to follow some of the guidelines in your mind. See, what is the proper guideline that you have to just, it is to describe your feelings, it is to describe your personal feelings. So when you are writing a diary, don't think that you are writing for the examination purpose. Just think in your mind that you are going to write down your personal feelings and nobody is going to read it. If you will keep all these points in your mind, then it will become very much, your diary entry will become very much appealing. It will become a very good piece of writing skill. Okay, see, you are going to describe, you are going to jot down your personal feelings and nobody is going to read it. Keep this thing in your mind, because when you are describing your feelings, so you will be becoming very honest. Whatever you are internally feeling, whatever you are internally feeling, you are free to write. You have to write down your internally feelings, okay, and you are free to write whatever you are feeling. Suppose you are feeling jealous of anybody, you can write down. Suppose you are feeling good of anybody, you want to do good to that person, you can write down. Suppose you are feeling bad inside, you are having complaints, you are angry, so you are free to write whatever you are feeling. Suppose you have some misconception with your friend, so you are feeling bad for him or her, you can write down about that. Suppose you are feeling sympathy for anybody and you want to do something for that person, so whatever feelings are going in your mind, you should be honest for that. When you will be thinking this thing that this diary entry is very much personal, nobody is going to read it, it is my personal feeling, so in this way there will be a reflection of your true feelings. There will be a reflection of your true feelings. Otherwise, what happens? Students write down and sometimes it seems like a paragraph. There is no grammatical mistake, all the ideas are properly arranged, still you are not able to get good marks. Why? What is the reason? Because it doesn't seem a live piece of writing skill. How can it seem a live piece of writing skill when you are writing true feelings, when you are writing it honestly? Okay, so in this way you have to keep all the points in your mind. Okay, and ideas should be properly arranged. And sometime I bet, see, this diary entry you have been doing from class 6th. In 6th also you have done, in 7th also, in 8th also, in 9th also, and at last when you write down, I am feeling sleepy, bye, I am going to bed, it doesn't seem good according to a 9th class level. Okay, so in the 9th, if you want to write down good piece of writing skill, so you just, I'll just give you one example. Okay, suppose you describe your feelings, like I take example. Okay, suppose you have joined new school. Okay, you have joined new school and you have to describe your feelings for that. No, bacha, there is no need to leave any line. Suppose you have joined a new school and you have to describe a feeling for that. Now it seems so simple, but how can we make this diary entry so special? You have joined new school, okay? I have joined this new school and the name of this school is this. Does it seem like a diary? You are providing information to anybody? No. You are describing your feelings. So you will be writing, oh, what a weird day it was, what a weird day, or what a special day. Okay, like that. In this way, expression should be there. Don't write down, I today I have joined this school, this is the name of my school. Oh, what a weird day, what a special day. Okay, like this you just write down these things. Okay, so it can be the beginning. Okay, now you want to appreciate the name of the school. Okay, what a name of the school, what a name for school. You can write down this. Don't write down the school name is ABC school. Not write this. What a name for school. It means you are feeling seen. For example, you now you have joined new school and you have to give introduction to all the friends, all the classmates. Sorry, all teachers. So you can write down. I'm really tired. I am really tired. I'm really tired of introducing myself, of introducing myself, okay, to people. In this way, you just write down, I'm really tired of introducing my people. Don't write down in simple way, it should not seem like a paragraph writing, okay. Now, I have talked to so many persons, I have talked to so many classmates, but I'm not able to spot a friend. I'm not able to I'm not able to spot a friend. It means so many classmates have so many classmates are there and you are talking to them, but I am not able to spot a friend. It means you are not able to find out suitable friends. All talk to you, they are classmates, but you are not able to find out a friend. So how would you give end to this diary entry? That I am feeling sleepy, I am going to bed, Mama is calling me. Don't write down such kind of lines. It seems good only in 6th and 7th class. In ninth, you have to end up your diary in a very smart way. For example, now in this diary entry, you are describing that you have come to know about so many classmates, but you are not able to spot a friend. So you can write down smartly, my search is my search is on. It means still you are searching for a true friend. My search is on. Okay. Oh God, please help me to find out a suitable friend. Oh God, please help me to find out a true friend. In this way, smartly you can end up your diary. Clear? Clear, bache? This diary entry is clear. Shall I move further to next writing skill? Tell me if you have any doubt related to diary entry, you can ask me. Yes, then goodbye from my side. Then this way you can write down goodbye from my side. But don't write down I'm feeling sleepy, I'm going to. I really hate those lines, really. Because it seems good in 7th, 8th, not in 9th. Okay? So in this way, smartly you can arrange all the ideas, whatever the feelings going in your mind, you can smartly jot down all the ideas in rough. Okay? What line you have written in, I'm really tired. I have written I'm really tired of introducing myself to people, because this is, you have joined new school and you have to introduce to your friend, to new classmates, to teachers, like that. Okay, so I'm really tired of introducing myself to people. Okay, so like this you can write down, I have talked to all the classmates, they all are nice, but I'm not able to find out, I'm not able to spot a friend. Okay, oh God, please help me. My search is still on. Okay, so please find me, please help me to find out a suitable friend, to find out a true friend. So in this way, it will seem that you are talking to yourself, you are describing your feelings. Okay, so it should seem like this live piece of writing skill. Now notice writing is clear, diary entry is clear. Shall we move further to next writing skill, बच्चे? Shall we move further? Next writing skill that I am going to take is article writing. Okay, so get ready for that, article writing. Yesterday I have shared one video on WhatsApp with you in English group in which I have taught article writing in detail. Okay, but now here I am going to take only the gist of article writing. Article So get ready for that. No doubt you are having. Okay. So article writing. In article writing, you have to follow some of the guidelines. Listen carefully. See title or heading, or you can say caption. There are marks for the format, so kindly follow correct format, title, heading and caption. It can be a one word, okay? It can be a phrase, you can say group of words, or even it can be a short sentence also. It can be a short sentence also. But this title should be eye-catching. Eye-catching, it should be very much appealing. Okay, it should catch the reader's attention. Okay, and it should focus on main idea. What is the article about? Sometimes situation is given to you in the question, you have to make title in your own words. Sometimes title and heading is already given, so you have to write down in capital letters. Okay, but the focus should be on main idea, the theme, or the purpose of article should be clear from this title, that what this title is, what this article is about. Clear? So it can be one word, it can be phrase, it can be single line. So title, heading and caption should be written in capital letters. Keep this thing in your mind also. It should be written in capital letters. Students forget to write down and their marks are being deducted. So write down all the things in capital letter. After that comes the line of writing byline. When you are writing byline, how will you write down by? Write down your name, not name, write down ABC, comma your class. Okay. Some students are in the habit of still they put bracket here. I am so surprised why do they put brackets? It is not allowed to put brackets. For example, there is one article you want to tell about the benefits of traveling. How will you write down? Like benefits, benefits of traveling. In this way, you will be writing in capital letters, beta, and then you will be writing by ABC, comma, write A. Sometimes the name of the writer who is going to write down this article, its name is given in the question. So you can copy that name. You can copy that name. But if name is not given, you write down ABC, ninth A. So for this, you are going to score 1 mark. Okay. Now there will be 4 to 5 paragraphs in article writing. And one thing more I want to tell you. When I checked your notebook, in last year also there was article writing in your syllabus. So many students were in habit of writing their names at last. Here I was so surprised. Why do they write down their name at last? In article there is you are not supposed to write down your name at last. Only heading, then byline and arrange paragraphs. Only there should be a arrangement of paragraphs. Okay. So how will you arrange paragraphs? See, first paragraph will be your of introduction paragraph. Okay, you have to introduce the topic. Simply start writing introductory paragraph. So when you are going to write down the introduction of your article, how will you start? You will start in a dramatical way. Dramatic. Okay, dramatical way should be there. Okay, so you can start it dramatically. How? By putting a question. Okay, by putting any by writing any quotation. Okay, some important anecdote, anecdote you can say short story. So in a very dramatic way, if you start your article, so it will really look appealing and it will catch readers attention. Okay, so in order to catch readers attention, in order to draw readers attention, you should give a very good introduction to your article, and you can start it dramatically, and you can put a very good quotation there. You can frame quotation on your own also. Okay, so your introductory paragraph should be very much short, not too much. After that, you will start developing your topic. So your second paragraph will be based on the development of the topic. Development of the topic. See, when you are going to develop the topic, you should include what? You should include major statements. Major statements. Okay, you should include major statements. Okay, you should support their ideas. You should support the ideas. How will you support the ideas? By taking example. Okay, you can take examples. You can take arguments also. Okay, you can take evidence also. In this way, you can arrange all the ideas in a systematic way. In rough, you can jot down whatever the points which are coming in your mind. You can jot down all the points in rough. Then in development of the paragraph, in the development of the topic paragraph, you can put all the major statement. You can support them by taking so many examples. You can even argument. You can take evidence. So in this way, you can put all the development points in this paragraph, but don't use any pronoun. Don't use any pronoun like I, we, they, you. Don't use such kind of pronoun, because in article you are not supposed to use pronouns. Clear? I, you, we, they. Such kind of pronouns you are not supposed to use. So afterwards I am going to move to next paragraph. So see, your introduction paragraph should be short. Development paragraph should be too long, and if it becomes too long, you can divide it into two parts also. Okay, in this development you can write in two parts also. After that, next paragraph, that is of winding up. This paragraph should be very much short, having 2-3 lines, and what you are going to write down in winding up. See, in winding up, you are going to sum up your idea. You are going to summing up all the ideas. But it doesn't mean what do students do? Whatever they have written in the development paragraph, they pick up some lines from there and they jot down those lines in winding up paragraph. It is not allowed. There should not be repetition of lines. If there will be a repetition of lines, marks can be deducted. You have to sum up all the ideas so smartly. How? How will you sum up the idea? You can make a comment. Okay, you can put any criticism if you think, or you can write down any line of recommendation. But if you follow all this format very carefully, then article writing will become very much easy piece of writing for you, and you will be enjoying to do this article. You will not find out this difficult, because you keep this thing in your mind that by winding a paragraph should not be too long. It should be short, and in this comment, criticism and recommendation, any of these 1-2 lines can be written there. Yes, your viewpoint, whatever you think, it means you have summed up all the ideas, whatever you have written in development. Don't copy, but you just take the gist of all those points that you have written in development. You take a gist of that, and then you pass a comment, criticism, or recommendation. And at last, you have to write down the conclusion. When you are going to write down conclusion, how smartly you can begin this paragraph. Okay, in that you can write down to conclude, or in nutshell, or in crux, in short. Okay, shortly. Okay, so in this way you can begin your conclusion paragraph. Okay, and in this paragraph by putting such kind of lines in the beginning, in crux, in nutshell, in short, shortly, to conclude. Okay, after that you can write down any of the line on hope. You can write down any of the line on warning. Okay, if you think, or you can make an appeal, or if there is any big problem, then you can write down a call for action. A call for action. Okay. okay, and it should show that, it should signal that it is the end of your article, signals the end of your article, end of your article. बच्चे don't write down your name at last, only writing this concluding paragraph your article is over. Okay, so last line should signal that yes, this is the end of your article. So you keep all these points in your mind. In this way you can frame a very very good piece of writing skill. So today we were able to discuss the formats of notice writing, diary entry and article writing. Okay, so tomorrow I will be discussing with you business letter of inquiry. Okay, and yes, bache, yesterday I have shared one link with you in which article writing is taught in very much detail. I have taken one example and I have explained that example for near about 25 minutes. I have given so many hints also. So bache, you go through that on Saturday or on Sunday and do practice of that writing skills very very carefully, and whatever the points I have discussed with you, please keep all the points in your mind if you really want to become well versed in writing skill, if you really want to score good marks in writing skills. Okay bache, and still if you have any doubt, yes, I'm going to take your doubts. Raise your hands if any of the concept is not clear to you.